Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Hakuoki Kyoto wins at the end, maybe? I mean, we're in chapter 5 of Iba's route, so we're at the end. We have no more choices left, but I mean, we got to Osaka Castle. We're going to find some shit out. We're going to get on the boat. We're going to have our little end sequence. That's going to be it. But that could be 5 minutes. That could be 20 minutes. So grab something to drink. Sit down in. We're going to have some fun. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. What is wrong with you, you lushes? Why are you drinking? I decided it's a Saturday night. It's fun. I grabbed myself some raspberry beer. It's fabulous. It's delicious. And we're going to sip and drink as we play. Although it's the very end. I should have been doing this all day long. So by this point, we would have been like, so I can't, there's a war with the sun. And it would have just mumbled and it would have just been fun. But nope. Done for you, bird. Get out of here, booze bird. You should drink water. It's healthy for you. He's like, nah, fuck you. I want that raspberry beer. You can't have it. It's my last bottle. And I've had it sitting on my shelf for forever. I don't want to drink it. I want to drink it, but I don't want to drink it because it's my last one and they don't sell it at my grocery store anymore. And oh my God, I have to go out of my way to find it. Yeah. But then, with the hurricane coming through, I was like, fuck it. I'm going to put it in my fridge. If I lose power, at least I'm going to go out happy and drink my raspberry beer and then, whatever. And so it was just in there. So last night I opened it. I had a glass. Because it's like a bigger bottle, so you can get like 3 or 4 glasses out of it. Anyway, wine glass size. I feel like I'm fancy drinking beer out of a wine glass. But anyway, the war with the Satsuma Choshu seemed to produce an uneasy atmosphere at Osaka Castle. Not a single person we walked past, however, was in uniform, nor did they seem prepared to fight or return to the battlefield. I found this quite perplexing, thinking so to myself as we'd entered the common room. Their uniform is really just they just throw it on like a robe over their fucking normal clothes, I'm just saying. They're usually wearing 400 layers. Yukamura, you're alive? Hijikata, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to worry you guys. No, only thing that matters is you're alive. They killed Gen, who we thought was with you. So I figured you were either dead or had been kidnapped. Glad to see you're safe. A subject I had been avoiding to think about was brought up. I don't know what I could say that wouldn't have to come out wrong. In a way, so he did. Back then I could only hope that it hadn't been so. Such fears had crossed my mind at the time. We have to tell him what you said, tell him what happened. However, I suppose I compelled myself to put it into the back of my mind for my own sake. Hijikata looked down, biting his lips. Yeah, he's gone. It wasn't pretty. I gasped, but every breath felt heavy, just like my lungs had suddenly filled with water. Like my lungs had filled with water. The gentle soul, in a way. As I had been acclimating myself here, he always had given me so much support. To think someone so kind-hearted died so needlessly. I know, you keep saying it, but it doesn't hurt any less every time! Spacey! Jesus! I was beginning to be consumed with guilt, and Hijikata seemed to read my mood, continuing on. However, he died like a man. All of his wounds were from the front, so even as shit had gotten rough, he stood his ground. Honestly, I can't imagine any other man who's ever died as honorably as he did. She's like, that doesn't make me feel any better. Only men are like, died with honor. You know what? We could just not fight wars and kill each other. That would be great, but... Although he didn't want to show it, Hijikata was overcome with emotion, and as I watched his eyes force back tears, my stomach was sinking. I mean, it was Takeda. I'd be like, it was Takeda! Oh, yeah. I wanted to run something by you. Yes, what was it? Yamazaki's been hurt. Bad. Think you can take a look at him? Oh, Yamazaki's gonna die too! Well, maybe it's best for you to wait before seeing him for now. Hearing even more bad news had sunk what little hope I had into a deep, crushing nothingness. Yamazaki dies in a lot of the routes too, except for in the one we're in his. But judging by the way Hijikata had said it, Yamazaki must have been in really bad shape. I understand that Hijikata may have wanted to save me from hearing the reality of it, but no, it's fine. I'll see him as soon as I can. Please, if I may. Hijikata seemed to loosen up a little. I see. I'm sure that'd make him happy. And while I'd been hearing about what became of some of my comrades, Iba was celebrating his reunion with Motoyama. Iba, I'm so glad to see you're safe. When I hadn't seen or heard from you, I thought... I apologize for worrying you. I'm fine now. Iba almost choked on his words. hesitating a little before saying he was fine. It wasn't noticeable, I think, to anyone else. What of the other soldiers? Are they safe? That's not noticeable? He's like a velociraptor, guys. I mean, like, they're like, what's that noise? It sounds like there's a dinosaur in here. You're like, nothing. I swear to God, it's not Iba running around like, shit. That's a claw. It's not even whatever. Yes, everyone's made it to Osaka Castle safely. We were actually just speaking with Hijikata about the next move, but Motoyama turned his head to look at Hijikata. Before he can make any decisions about what's next, I want to hear the latest about the war front. No, get off my TV! What are you, drunk? God damn it, Bird. He's like, I know that fucking glass of beer's around here somewhere. You ass. What a little crack whore. One sip of beer and he's drunk. He's not really. I have no idea why he decided my TV. Every once in a while, he decides he wants to sit on the TV. It's like, no. Do not go on the TV. It's not about you. I want your butt in my face while I'm watching. Anyway, before he can make any decisions about what's next, I want to hear the latest about the war front. Hijikata let out a huge breath, gritting his teeth as he faced downwards. Well, since you've gotten here, I had a feeling you'd say that, but it doesn't look good for us this time. So this means we're going to work to fortify Osaka Castle and prepare for battle, right? Iba expected Hijikata to agree with him, but both Hijikata and Motoyama fell silent. Hijikata was the one that spoke up. Normally I'd agree with you, but protecting this castle is going to be pointless when there's no one keeping us here. Huh? What do you mean, no one keeping us here? Supposedly, Lord Yoshinobu bitched out. Sorry, I couldn't even finish reading the sentence. He bitched out. Oh, Hijikata. Oh my God, I need a minute. Oh, I love him so fucking much because of his swearing. But this is probably the... every time, Hijikata, every time I think you can't get better, you just do. Oh, Hijikata. Oh my God. It just warms the cockles of my soul for you to just say shit like, I just can't. I can't. I don't know if I can read this. I'm gonna do the best I can to read this and not laugh my ass off. Oh God, yes, it's so good. Oh, okay, hold on. I can't. I can't. I have not had that much beer. Jesus. I can't. Supposedly, your Lord... I can't now, because now I'm going to mess it up on purpose. Okay. Woo, we can do this. We can do this in Hijikata's voice. We can do it, guys. I can't do it. It's too funny. Now it's like once you start laughing and then something's funny and you're like, you got to focus to do it. You can't anymore. It's like, it's because it's too funny now. Whew, okay. Supposedly, your Lord... I can't now because I just get Yord. I swear I'm not drunk. Oh my God. Oh, hard liquor is actually better. Beer and wine goes to my head faster, but I've literally had like 4 sips, so. This is just, I just can't. Hijikata saying bitched out. Oh, God, it's beautiful. And look at the look on his face. He's so dead fucking serious when he says it, but it's just so fucking funny. Supposedly, Lord Yoshinobu bitched out and fled to Edo on one of his ships not too long ago. We did it. I'm so proud of us. It took way too long. Should have taken that long. Oh my God. Oh, I can't laugh anymore. As soon as we're done packing, we'll be going to Edo too. He's like, that little fucking weasel. Iba was awestruck, seemingly at a loss for words as he froze from hearing the bad news. I really think it was because he was like, Hijikata, did you just say he bitched out? Yeah, fucker. Fucker bitched out. His gaze fell to the floor. Lord Yoshinobu did... What? That can't be. Yeah, this might be kind of rough on you since you were an Okuzume. Okuzume. Takes me a while to say that. But everything has been upside down for me since we got involved in this mess. No. There seemed to be a strained effort coming from Iba to appear composed in front of Hijikata. However, it seemed like there was nothing he could say to oppose Hijikata's words. After a brief pause, Iba quietly lifted his head. Motoyama, will the Yugeki unit return to Edo as well? Well, as it stands, it appears to be so. Toshi, what'll become of the Shinsengumi from here on? No point in us staying behind. All we can do now is head back to Ito and get our bearings. This loss has been a serious blow. But I'll spare you the details for now. Why don't you go around and greet everyone? Sure, they've been worried about you. Oh, okay. My heart was pounding as the weight of the bad news was sinking in. However, I can't just sulk forever. Hijikata, Iba, and the men of the Shinsengumi hadn't shown any signs of giving up yet. Well, we'll be on our way then. I deeply apologize. What are you apologizing for? For being a Bakushin. Iba must have felt guilty from the actions of Lord Yoshinobu and his abandonment of the Shinsengumi and the rest of the Shogunate army. Hey. I'm a Bakushin now too. You have no business apologizing to me. Iba felt a sense of relief from Hijikata's understanding, and he smiled in return. Then he and Motoyama stood up. Oh, I found myself speaking out involuntarily, coaxed by the thought of Iba leaving me. What's the matter? Iba stopped and looked at me. I'd almost apologized instinctively, but I was able to stop myself. I think that if I had apologized, it would have brought Iba's mood down again. Iba, I can't thank you enough for everything. Iba smiled kindly like he usually does in response. Think nothing of it, but rather, please, keep our secrets safe for me. I gasped from hearing his request, looking around to see that Motoyama had overheard him. Hey, what secret are you talking about? It's a secret! It's our secret, right? Oh, yes. Well, you made me curious and all, but if it's none of my business, then I'm fine not knowing. I'd been escorting the two of them to exit when... It's true the two of them are here? If it's not, I'm gonna kick your ass! All of a sudden, Nagakura, Harada, and Heisuke came bursting into the common room. Their eyes were fixed dead on me. Spacey! Oh man, what a relief! I didn't know what I would have done if I never saw you again. Oh my god, I love our boys. They love us so much, guys. Like, they're always like, oh, good thing you're safe. But this just feels, there's something about, you know what it is? Because this was written after the fact. This is not like part of the original. But this is just the difference. Like, okay, glad you're safe. Hey, cool, you're back. Nice. And now they're like, oh, thank God. They're all like super relieved. And you're like, I just feel all the love. Again, I need all of you, like, little puppets. You're my little puppets. I'm just gonna make little paper puppets. I can stick my fingers. Are you hurt at all? No, I'm fine. I'm sorry for worrying you guys. You idiot. You don't need to apologize for that. We're just glad you see you're safe and sound. Iba watched as the Shinsengumi captains gathered around me, but eventually I watched from out of the corner of my eye him leave with Motoyama. He's like, all these guys are in love with you. You're like, no, but final chapter. Hachiro Iba. I think it's funny how they cut their eyes off, like, when they do the final chapter. I was in the middle of organizing some of the medical supplies as Dr. Masumoto had asked me. After finishing up my cleaning, my thoughts lingered on how Yamazaki was. Last night I checked up on how his treatment was going, but the wounds were serious. According to Dr. Masumoto, we would know by tonight or tomorrow if he would make it. Hijikata seemed prepared for the worst, offering only a worn, tired smile in response. The Shinsengumi had sadly experienced some huge blows as an outcome of this war. Spacey, there you are. You'd only just returned yesterday, and now you're already hard at work. Iba, I was looking for you. I wanted to say goodbye before I left for Ito. It didn't seem like he was experiencing any negative effects, smiling softly back at me. I'm going too. How are you feeling? The sun's already risen. Not too bad, honestly. Same for this as well. Iba pulled up his sleeve, showing me his left arm. Even at a glance, it was obvious the arm was not his own. This arm containing an untold amount of demon power within it. All to keep me safe. As I furrowed my brow looking at it, Iba picked up on my reaction. This isn't something that you need to feel bad or responsible for. It was expected that Takeda would have wanted to exact revenge on me. I'm certain that even if you weren't with me, something like this would have happened eventually. He thinned his eyes, staring at me with a stern but gentle expression. Besides, if you hadn't been there with me, I doubt that Sen would have given me the demon's arm in the first place. So for as long as I have this arm, I won't have to give up fighting. So for you, I am grateful. From the window behind us, the sun was beginning to shine warmly on Iba's cheekbones. Oh, I tried to say something. Oh. Oh, don't touch me with that demon arm. See? Sunlight doesn't seem to hurt me. As the sunlight made his eyes glisten, Iba kept his calm, kind expression and focus. Right, because he's got the demon arm versus just being fury. So please keep your chin up. You don't need to shoulder the blame for this. He may have been lying to keep me from worrying, but even so, the way he deliberately tried to comfort my fears lifted the anxiety weighing my heart down. Sorry, bird. I need to take my thing off. I'm hot. I have like my flannel on, but it's getting warm. So, Iba, what will you do now? I'm a vassal of the Tokugawa clan, so I'll go wherever Lord Yoshinobu is. But I wanted to ask how he could, considering Lord Yoshinobu abandoned all the men fighting for him. He answered calmly, "The Lord can only rule as well as his vassals can serve him." Huh? It means no matter how much a lord strays from his lordly duties, the vassal's duties are the same, and we must honor our work. I think Toshi and the rest of his men seem to understand this concept well. If they can do it, so can I. But okay, we're all going to Ito, so why don't you just come with us on the same damn boat? Why are you leaving me? This is just not cool. As Iba spoke passionately, he shined so brightly I almost needed to squint. How they all could retain their composure and senses of self perplexed me. Especially for Iba, being told directly from Sen that he was too insignificant to play a great role in the history of mankind. As I anxiously thought about the future to come, I couldn't help but feel somewhat depressed. But there's no time for that now. But technically we're not allowed to either because we're a demon, right? I must stay positive. Well, I think I should head back soon. Of course, we don't have demon powers, I guess, so... As much as I didn't want to see him go, the longer I stayed with him, the harder it would be to see him off. So I turned around and initiated the goodbye. Wait, please stay with me, even just a moment longer. I know, right? Huh? My heart skipped as his voice came from behind me, stopping me in my tracks. What had gotten over him? Usually just watched me tenderly as I left him behind, but never before had he said outright that he didn't want me to. He's called you his love twice before he put the creepy arm on. Girl, Jesus, get it through your head. More sunlight peeked through the corner of the window, making Iba's eyes squint cutely. Why is he frowning? I often have to ask myself, why the thought of you leaving fills me with such emptiness. My heart doesn't beat the same. His voice quivered, and for the first time, Iba seemed vulnerable to me. He's told you he loved you so many times and so many things, and he's actually called you his love. Girl, get it through your head! My heart beats uneasily without you. I hear a voice telling me it won't rest until I'm by your side in Ito. I want nothing more than to never leave you. I want to keep you safe with my own two hands. Well, one hand. My own flesh and blood. This alone I regret. Iba's eyes turned forlorn after confessing his worries to me, and he gripped his left arm, which was covered in a blood-soaked wrap. Could you change that, maybe? I couldn't just watch as he beat himself up. We'll see each other again in Ito, right? Iba quickly turned his head up, taking comfort from my suggestion. Of course. In Ito, the two of us shall come together. Iba gave a wry smile and gave a big sigh. Okay, so he's not, obviously, like, his troops and people are going a different... They're not getting on the... You could all just get on the same boat! Come on, guys. Save the environment a little. Use the same boat. I don't think it mattered back in the day. Anyway. Iba gave a wry smile and gave a big sigh. Iba held his left arm tightly, using it as an outlet to channel the turmoil bubbling inside of him. After a short while, we both stared at the sun, which was completing its morning's ascent. There was still so much to worry about, like Takeda, Father, and Iba's new demon appendage. But even with all of that, Iba and I could share in the beauty of this new day together. Iba and his creepy... Oh my god, that was it? That's it? Well, see, 20 minutes in, so... And then we gotta do the bad ending. So, yeah, there you go. It was a long-ass ending. Oh, and of course there's the after scene of, like, I will follow him to Ito. We'll watch the ending, of course. Oh, was like, where the fuck is his shadow? There it is. I'm like, where'd he go? We don't get one for him? The end music is so dramatic, I feel like. Okay. That's adorable. Look at his face. I mean, the credits are over his face, but it's adorable. There you go. Can see it. No, you can't. Yes, you can. No, you can't. Yes, you can. Hold on. Gotta wheel my bouncy ball back while we watch the... Hey, why are you showing me nothing? There you go. Look at that face. He's so fucking pretty. All the new guys they added are so fucking pretty. Okay, so it's just an... Like, it's a text from my fucking power company, like, power companies are out assessing damage, but blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I have power. It's not what... As long as you don't knock my power out. Don't knock my power out while you're out there fixing shit, bitches. Wouldn't that be lovely? And now Twitter's not working. I got a message on that, too. Oh. Okay. Oh, and I gotta get our guy back on. Woo, I almost fell. I was trying to move my ball forward and I almost knocked it out behind me. I literally just stood up quick to like move it forward a little bit. And I literally almost pushed the ball back and sat back down on nothing. Wasn't timing that right. Okay. Okay, here we go. Same card we get for everything, pretty much. January 1868. The Battle of Toba Fushimi ended with the Satsuma and Choshu victorious. As the shogunate troops retreated, the Shinsengumi headed towards Edo. 4 years ago, I came to Kyoto all by myself in search for my father and met with the Shinsengumi. I'm going to leave the city of Kyoto, where I made fond memories with the Shinsengumi. He gained the powers of a demon in order to protect me, and I've chosen to walk beside him. We're going to head to Edo, without knowing what fate awaits us. I like how they just threw that in, so it was like, so it didn't seem like it totally cut the fuck off. They're like, I'm gonna put that in there so you know it's not just like we dicked you over with the game. You're like, what? Seriously? Like the way it fucking ended in the first one. You're like, not even a kiss? Nothing? Spacey's not gonna be able to handle all the love that goes in the next one. Oh, trust me. I've seen one of the CGs from the second game. I've seen a few of them, but I've seen one in particular that just proves that the wait is worth it. Okay. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna do record of service, and we're gonna go. Iba. Yep. Begin story from this. I don't want to do this, guys. I hate doing low romance. I hate doing low romance. And the bad endings. All right, we're going for the bad ending first. And then we'll do the unrequited love ending. Where, who knows if he turns into a demon. Okay. So let's see. Skip, skip, skippity, skip, 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 skippity, skip, 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 skip. Hijikata's order made me gasp. Had that meant that Hijikata was already aware of Okita's condition? Huh? Who are you talking about? I'm talking about Soji. He has tuberculosis. His future isn't looking so bright. We already kind of read sort of this, but a little bit different. What? I wasn't sure if Okita had told Hijikata himself, or if it were Yamazaki who informed him, but it seemed Hijikata was not only aware of Okita's disease, but had already made plans around it. Interesting. I mean, his order made sense. It was easy to see that Okita was in no condition to fight, so I guess maybe because certain choices that you make earlier in the game, which would give you the high romance, you're getting the opposite, so it might change this a little bit, which is interesting, because this is a similar scene anyway, but, and there was no way for him to conceal his illness from Hijikata, who'd known him for so long. Got it. So Soji's got tuberculosis, huh? Heisuke became a fury. Kondo was almost fatally wounded, and now Okita's illness had gotten worse. Shinsengumi's fate seemed to hang in the balance as their leadership seemed to be dealt blow after blow. It didn't seem like anyone felt comfortable voicing these concerns aloud, but there was no way they weren't worried about our collective futures. Okay. I don't want to go! In any other circumstances, I would have been too intimidated to voice my opinion to Hijikata, but I can't do that. I struggled to find anything else to say, however. What did you say? Hijikata made no attempt to hide his frustrations as he questioned me. The coldness of his glare made my knees shake. My keys shake. The Shinsengumi has protected me and cared for my well-being for as long as I've been with them. If Kyoto really is going to become a war zone, then many of our men will get hurt. Men like Kondo and Okita. When it comes to sword wounds, recovery depends entirely on how quickly treatment is given. Knowing this, I apologize if this is rash, but I can't agree that my place is away from here. As I finished my explanation, Hijikata rolled his eyes as if dealing with an unruly child, but then eventually... Jeez, you're a stubborn one. And the worst part is you've got everyone fooled. Oh! Iba. Just glaring at me. Okay. Yeah, we skip through a lot unless we get slight change things. Because our next choice is where we do the save point, and then that's the difference between the bad ending and the unrequited love. Oh, I lied. This one. I forgot about this one. I don't know why I thought... Oh, because you know what? It stopped before... Okay. Spacey can't read. Never mind. It wasn't that I had any doubts in Inoue's swordsmanship, but even then, a 2-on-1 between Inoue against my father and Takeda didn't bode well for him. Wait, I'll fight too! Then Inoue's tone adopted a stern urgency that I've never heard him use before. What are you talking about? You've been tasked with a mission. If the both of us die here, then you'll be letting down Sun and Heisuke and Hijikata, all of whom will place their belief in you. He was right. Staying here meant I could potentially lose the secret of the Furies to the Sasuma Choshu, meaning that all of this could be for nothing. I truly didn't want to leave Inoue alone, but it was the only way. I forgot that we... Okay, this is... Okay, so the next choice is where we make our save, not this one. I was like, wait! Spacey can't read. Oh, Iba. Wait! Let me see your normal left arm. Nobody noticed. Nobody noticed, you bloody dagger bit. That! How does nobody notice? I love you, Iba, but I loved you better without the demon arm, I guess. We knew you were going to become a Fury, because, I mean, they all do. Let's face it, but... La 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 la. We're way ahead on this one now. Just because this path took a long time. There was a lot going on in this one. Creepy demon arm. But I told you there was a matching set. Wait, he's got the right one, and he happened to chop your left arm off. He shouldn't have done that. He should have chopped your right one off. I mean, God, Takeda was not thinking advanced. Okay, no. No, I can't give it to you. Upon hearing my response, Iba glared at me. Spacey. Because drinking the water of life and becoming a Fury is more than you think. It means a life spent in darkness and drinking the blood of others. Plus, Iba, don't you love Hijikata and Kondo and the rest of the Shinsengumi men too? So not only would you stop being human, but you couldn't fight beside the people that matter most to you. Iba looked at me with a troubled expression, and his gaze fell to the floor. But then his face shifted into a kind smile. Thank you, always caring for my well-being. Iba had a determined expression, and I couldn't say anything back. Retaining my life as a human isn't important. Huh? I'm making this decision so that I can fulfill what is asked of me as a warrior. That's all I want. Okay, so that's the same thing, and then we remember the memory. Okay. But we're not going to give him the vial. And then he comes in, and then this all happens, and I'm assuming we just die here. Yeah! In an effort to wipe away my fears, I screamed out frantically and charged for Takeda. Takeda watched me come for him, his lips perking up. You stupid girl. You can't. You can't. You mustn't kill her. Father screamed at Takeda in panic. His sword met with my body, piercing right through me as blood began to flow from my chest. Spacey! The echo of Iba's scream seemed distant. I'm so sorry, Iba. When you needed me most, I failed you. So please, while you still can, run away. I wanted to scream all of this out to him before whatever strength remained in me left my body. Ugh! Then I faintly heard the sound of a familiar voice shrieking in agony. Whose voice was that? No! Oh, we died together. The heavy, blood-covered body had fallen on top of me, his warm blood dripping on me. My consciousness faded away into darkness. Oh, he tried to run. Oh, but you both died together. That's so sweet. It's a bad ending, but it's a cute bad ending. Like, we died, but he died too. He died to try to say, oh, we'll be together in the afterlife. That's cuter than Okita's. Wait for me in the afterlife, Spacey! Aww. Alright, so I'm really concerned about, the, unrequited love ending then. We're supposed to say okay. Okay, so. And I'm guessing we'll fight them, we'll win, blah, 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 and he's gonna be like, okay, well, bye, peace out. Nuh-uh, don't do that. So what do we say? My hands are trembling, I nervously reached for the cadet. Okay, so we're gonna fight him. Sen had come from behind me to grab my arm so we could run away. Ah! Takeda had performed a running jump kick, knocking Sen to the other side of the room. Sen! Oh my god, are we gonna die here again? Spacey, run for it. Iba screamed out to me. What are you doing? Hurry, run for it! Both Iba and Sen were telling me to make an escape. I'd sprinted for the exit, using their words as motivation to run into the freezing darkness. I had no sense of direction, and all I could do was run through the woods and hope I didn't trip. So I'm gonna guess we're gonna get there, and Iba's never gonna make it because he never took, even though we gave him the vial, he didn't take the water of life in time. Because our love wasn't strong enough to make him take it, so. By the grace of the moonlight, my eyes started adjusting to the dark, but it was still impossible to see. As I made my way through the foggy trees, I turned to look over my shoulder, occasionally hoping no one or nothing was behind me. I know I read that too fast. Eventually, my fatigue got the better of me, and my feet were aching with sharp pain. Even so, I had to grit my teeth and continue on. I'd circled around the forest, coming back to the village I'd just run away from. There was no one to be seen, however. Sen, Kimigiku, my father, Takeda, and even Iba, all gone. Where could everyone have gone? To be honest, I was just tired of running. I struggled to stand, and I just fell to the floor. I was lying on the floor watching the sky swirl above me, thinking about how they had yelled at me to run away, all to just end up in the same place. So maybe if I just waited here, Sen and Iba would return. I mean, they had to come back eventually, right? So, yes, maybe just some rest. Puddles of blood began to pool under me. All I could do was watch the sky above me, holding on to my thin hope for the best. Puddles of blood. Is she bleeding? Are we bleeding to death? What was that? That was the worst. There was no ending. So we ran back, no one's there, and that's our low unrequited love ending. Is not like we wait for him like everyone else. They just, okay, they half-assed that ending. I'm not gonna lie. They half-assed that ending, I really think, because they put so much into the good ending, though. But that one was really half-assed. Like, I wait for them, and no one ever returns. Just, I lay there, and I stare at the sky, and then just, it's nothing. Blood pooling underneath her. So was she injured? Like, But your body would have healed, so what's with the blood pooling underneath you? I don't understand that. Didn't make any sense. Whatever. Anyway. Well, that was lame. I don't know. Some of the unrequited love endings are actually good because they rip your heart out, but that was just not a good one. That was a terrible unrequited love ending. And I don't mean terrible, like Okita's was terrible, like, oh my god! Oh, it hurt so bad. This was just really badly written. Not badly written, it was just half-assed, you know what I mean? It was like, well, I ran back and no one's there and I'm just gonna wait and it ends. Not, I wait for a man who's never gonna return, like, Those ones are sad, you know? Anyway. Oh. So he's stopping us when we're 12. Wait, there we go. Fighting Amagiri. We're looking all over pictures. That one's adorable. Look at his face. And she doesn't look half as derpy as she normally does because her eyes are closed. You know what I mean? They look like adorable derp. Look, it's cute. Every once in a while, they have, like, Muppetness to them. The one, like, his Muppet mouth, but he kind of has Muppet nose right now. I kind of like it, though. There's something about it, but it's funny. Like look how tiny she is. She's like, her head is so giant and her body looks so little. It's like picking her up. It's supposed to make us feel delicate, but it just makes me feel like they're, like, lifting a 12-year-old. She's got to be older than that, Jesus. That is fucking beautiful. That might be our end one, because that one's goddamn gorgeous. That one's sad. Poor guy. Look, we have no eyes. That's so sad. I grab your demon hand with my demon. Look at the nails, though. Girl, file that shit. File that shit. It's not... No, I don't care. No. That's not sexy. It's gross. He's beautiful there, but then you see the demon arm and you're like, that distracts me. Oh. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on a second. This one had different ones. So, wait, hold on. Okay. Wait, let me go back. That one and... Okay, the wind one. Okay, that's what's on. Okay, so... Oh, right, because she looked at him. Okay. And then this one had difference. No, we like the other one better. Oh, I forgot. Okay, wait, hold on. This one has one, too. Oh, right. Okay. And this one is 5. Wait, seriously? Her eyebrows went up. Now he looks sad. Now she's smiling. Now he's her smiling. There's barely a difference. Oh my god. But this is the one we're gonna end it on because he's beautiful here. So anyway. So that's Iba's route. Wow. That one was long. I honestly did not expect it to be this long, but I guess we just had a lot of stuff to go through with him. So I'm really wondering if Soma and Ryoma are gonna have long routes like that too. We won't know for a little while because I think maybe next we'll go back because I wanted to do one of the other random kind of guys, and like Iba seemed good because Yamazaki, we had some Iba scenes and it felt like we were in Iba's path more than Yamazaki's. But I want to go back and get our other boys, our other Shinsengumi boys before we do the others. So I'm thinking Shinpachi next. Because, you know, I like to mix in, like I said, Heisuke, Yamazaki, and Shinpachi were... No, wait. No, we should do Harada next. Because I like to do, like, a couple of our more favorite guys, and then one of the ones that was kind of, like, not my favorite. So we'll do Harada next. Then we'll do Shinpachi. Then we'll probably do Soma, because he's totally a side character, but he's a Shinsengumi guy. And then we'll do Ryoma, because I'm thinking... He's not on the side of the Shogunate, right? So it's like, well, that to me is almost like, to us, he's a bad guy, right? So I think he would be a good segue into then doing Kazama and then Hijikata last. So I think that's kind of where we're going to go unless anyone says anything, but nobody's really said anything. And like, at this point, I'm not too far ahead, although like some of the routes are really short, so it doesn't really give much time for anyone to like ask for a certain character, but we know we're going to get to them all. And so far at this point, we've only really had Sanan asked for, and I'd already recorded a bunch of parts, obviously, because I was going on vacation, so that's why I did Sanan when I came back. So yeah, so I guess we're just going to kind of keep swinging with it. I know everybody wants to see Hijikata. Come on, I know. I do too. He bitched out. Oh, God. Hijikata, just when I think you can't get any crustier on the outside and marshmallowy on the inside, you just... I mean, in this path, too, even when he said to fucking Even when we were standing outside, it was like, oh my god, you're fucking adorable. You love us so much. It's great. But yeah, so he's the canon path, and what we'll probably do, again, like I said, unless anybody has any huge issues with it, so voice that opinion now, is play the whole game over again. Unless you want me to skip through, and just do the Hijikata stuff. So that's up to you guys. That's what we did. We code realized we skipped through everything, and then when we got to Lupin's path, we started from the very beginning. I probably won't do the, I mean, I could do the prologue again, I guess. It would make sense, and then we'll just do the whole game on Hijikata's path. So it'd be like another, that's adding an extra, like, I mean, when we did Saito, it was like 14 parts. So we'll say about 15-ish average. So we'd be adding a whole 15 parts onto the game, so it's going to last that much longer. Or if we skip through, it would probably be only like 5-6 parts. So it's up to you guys what you want to do when we get there. We have a little ways because we have about a month before we get there, probably, because 1, 2, 3. We have 5 more paths. We're only halfway through this game. It seems like we're so far, and then I was like, how is this game going to take another month? And I was like, oh my god, we've really only the 6th path. We're only halfway through the men's. Jesus. But yeah. So, anyway, that's that. So, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.